Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne Kids Edition! It's Kids Edition! I swear. Alright, so I am back at Central Yarnum. Don't worry, we are definitely doing Cainhurst, but I'm back at Central Yarnum because I missed a set. And it's funny, because I didn't actually know about this set until really recently, so thanks to you guys bugging me about it. It's funny, I knew there was a path down here, but I looked down here, right? So you see this path right here? So I went down over to this spot, and you glance down, and it looks a lot like that sewer that we went through before, which is by Eileen. So I'd actually opened this on my first game and just assumed I'd already been down here, so I didn't explore it further. But turns out that's not the case. Also, you actually don't have to do the leap I just did. You can just run around here like that. But regardless, we're going to go into the sewer, so in this part of the sewer, it's actually slightly different. So we're going to do this, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and head over to Cainhurst, and hopefully we'll be able to get through it all. We'll see. Yeah, this area should be pretty easy now, considering what level I'm at. A little bit OP for this spot. Just a little bit. Well, that didn't go so well. But got all my health back, so it worked out just fine for me. Yeah, and I apologize to those of you who are waiting a while for this upload. Sometimes when I go into lore mode... Whoa, hey. Whoa, hey. Whoa, hey. Calm down. Is that a one-hit kill? That worked out pretty well. But yeah, as I was saying, this took a little while to upload because sometimes when I get into the mode of working on like my bigger videos, like my Healing Church lore video that I just put out, it takes a while to make those videos. I think it takes longer than some people might realize. And I just get into a mode where once I start getting the groove of it, I just want to keep on keeping on with it and getting it done. Yeah, that's a one-hit kill with those guys. They're really easy. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. So this is the set that I missed, was just a regular hunter garb. So to compare it, here's the normal Yarnum hunter cap right there. And then this is what the hunter hat looks like, which actually I think is a little bit cooler looking. And this is, I think, what they actually use in all the trailers and all that stuff, so... Yeah, there you go. If you wanted that one, that's where it is. Actually, and I'll show you guys the whole set, so... It's pretty similar to the hunter set we had before, just slightly different. So, I think it's the top one here, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong, because it has slightly better stats. Slightly different, I suppose. This one has better frenzy resistance. Let's see, so I think the rest of it's fairly normal. Yeah, the hunter gloves are going to be the same, and same thing with the hunter trousers, so pretty similar, but I'm going to throw it back on my Bone Ash garb, because I don't even care what you guys think. I like it. Although, I think it's the legging choices you guys were offended by, so we'll put on the hunter trousers instead. That looks a little bit darker, so there. Happier? Alright, you guys, can you calm down? You happier now? Cool. Alright, so let's get out of this sewer, which is going to be pretty dang easy with this character. Kita has no problems in sewers. He's actually a sewer rat. He's a street rat. Riffraff, one might even say. A scoundrel, some others might say. And yes, I'm in a vaguish way quoting a song from Aladdin, for those who didn't catch on. Alright, I just want to double check to make sure I didn't miss anything over here. The way to get out of here is you can either roll down deeper into the sewers, or you can just climb out through the various ladders, so... We're just gonna go ahead and climb out, but let me make sure there's no items that I missed. Whoa! Alright, let's go for a visceral and get my health back. Huh? Now I'm just being sloppy now, that doesn't matter. Wow, he almost died just from my gunshots. That's how powerful I am now, apparently. Alright, are there any things the size? Apparently not. So... I think that does it. Let's just double check over here. But yeah, I think that's it. So, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and fast cut it at this point. This will lead me out. And I will see you guys over in Cainhurst Castle. Alright guys, welcome back to the Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. So you guys were telling me, and I didn't realize this, that these blood-sucking beasts are kind of like fleas or ticks. And I hadn't made that connection, but from looking at pictures of them, I'm like, you know, you're probably right. Also, I'd said that it looked like tar to me. I guess I was just kind of being dumb, because, you know, when you see them over here, it's very clear they are sucking out the blood from their victims, and that's why they get engorged. And that's what I initially thought, honestly, before my recording that Let's Play. And when I saw that it was covered in a substance that looked black, it was so thickly black I thought it was tar, when it was just really dark blood. So we're in Cainhurst Castle now, and this is one of my favorite areas of the game, just because the environment is so well done. So first you hear that crying noise, but you also have these servants who are just like furiously scrubbing away and just doing different sorts of tasks. Like over there you have that one scrubbing at the wall. It is constant crying where you don't know where it's coming from. That pose is kind of manly. I was just noticing that's an interesting statue because it looks like a manly pose, but it's a female. Female with a baby. But anyways, we're gonna take these ones out. These are actually the more difficult enemies, I think, in this area, compared to others that we shall find when they actually attack you. But the thing is, since they're just doing their servantly duties for now, they're no biggie. No biggie smalls. So, let's see. I think there's one more that we can deal with, if I'm not mistaken. I just wonder where that crying is coming from, though, you know? It's kind of distracting me. Whenever I hear a lady crying, I feel like I gotta be the guy. I gotta be the man. I gotta go fix it. I know girls just want you to listen, but I'm a fixer. I'm like, nah. I hear you have a problem. Let me fix it. Huh, well, can't be a big deal. Well, let's just go ahead and grab this item, this madman's knowledge. And oh, there we go. So that's actually the biggest of the traps. I wish I'd actually been able to show it. Is that specific one? Is there's one of these crying ghosts watching over it. So this area is just filled with these ghosts, and I think it's so cool. And the fact that, like, look at this one over here that's slowly just walking towards you, and how, well, I guess it's just waltzing it, not walking towards you, but it's just so creepy, and how translucent it is. And they seem to be crying over very specific ones. So this one that attacked me right there was actually crying over this body. This body, I wonder what garb that is, actually, now that I'm thinking. I wonder if that's the Black Church garb? Let me actually take a look. Is that Black Church that person's wearing? It's hard for me to tell, but I think it might be, which is odd because I don't know why they'd be crying over that. This actually looks pretty cool right now. Gotta go back to my bone ash, though. Gotta go back to the bone ash. Yeah, I guess it's a dark blue for the cape, but it kind of looked like dark gray to me, so it didn't really matter to me what color the pants were. For the matching aspect that people were mad about. Like, gray hues go with anything, basically. I think my one thing when my one pet peeve, I guess, when I'm dressing, and this is for myself, I really don't care what other people do, but I hate when I have the same colored pants and the same colored shirt. I can't do it. I can't. Alright, that ends this side. But yeah, so now we can see more of these ones. So she was hanging out over by this body, kind of looking around. See, I wish I'd shown the one that attacked me, because the one that attacked me is very specifically crying over one of the dead bodies. See, it looks like this one is wearing, yeah, that does look like the Black Church set. So this is one of those ones that's wearing a Black Church set and dead. You can tell by the white shawl that it's draped with right there. That would be the Black Church set shawl. Let me throw this on just so I can show that. So, yeah, see right there the back? That white shawl that I've got on? And you can see that this guy has the exact same thing on his back. Look, we match! I'm kind of curious about this one now. Where is it? Can you tell? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is also wearing the Black Church set, so That's something to keep in mind. That's why I bring it up. It's something to keep in mind. Alright. And... I'm still in Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 mode. Like, chest! Let me attack it! We get the Reiterplosch. I do not know how to pronounce this sword's name. Reiterplosch. Weapon wielded by the Knights of Cainhurst. Combines an elegant knight's sword with the peculiar firearm wielded by the Cainhurst Order. The old nobles, longtime imbibers of blood, are no strangers to the sanguine plague, and the disposal of beasts was a discreet task left to their servants, or knights, as they were called for the sake of appearances. Interesting that the servants were called knights, but I suppose when they were giving them the task of disposing of beasts, they were making them feel all good. They're like, nah, you are a knight. Reiterplosch. We actually get a couple good lore things in that for what's going on here. Oh, I can't equip it yet. I don't have enough blood tinge. So remember how I was starting to level up my blood tinge, and I was like, this is going to be important? You'll notice that as it talked about blood, with that one, blood is going to actually be very important to a lot of the weapons in this area. You don't really need to kill all these ghosts. As you notice, they're not particularly aggressive unless you get in their way. But for the most part, they're really not that aggressive. But listen. Everything must die. Everything must die, even ghosts. You're dead? Well, now you're more dead. Oh. More dead. I've been reading Berserk, finally, the manga, as opposed to watching the anime. And if there's anything I learned, and have been learning from Berserk, it's that everything must die. Everything ever. Okay, so yeah, here's one of them just crying, and that's where those noises are coming from. Are these really upset ones? So yeah, this one is crying, watching over the entrance. So, what you crying about? Why are you so sad? I don't know. Oh, that was great. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I wonder if that's why they left that there. We got a bloodstone chunk. That's nice. So you like visceral attack, shoot her off of a ledge. I'll take it. And I'll take it. Fine by me. Yeah, it's too bad. I was gonna equip the Reiterplosch just to show it, but unfortunately, I just don't have enough. We do actually get one of a weapon that I've been wanting to get good with in this area, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so here we have another one of these guys who's doing something slightly different. It looks like he's, I don't know, almost like begging for mercy. Or praying over something. I see you creepily walking towards me. Don't think I didn't see that just because you're a ghost. Oh, this room. This room is so great. Just the environment of this area, it's so fantastic. It's a true haunted castle, and it really feels like it. I love it. You go in this room, and you see all these nobles' pictures on the walls and lining the walls, and this banquet, and an item laying right there. So, why not explore this area first before we just go get an item in the middle of a banquet hall? And we'll find a couple of more ghosts, of course, now that we know they're ghosts. And as you can tell, that was actually a trap that was set up now. You should, at least I feel like you should be able to tell at this point that that was another trap set up for you, just like that item that I first picked up. So, it's just funny that you're just walking right through the area where the ghosts are, and then they appear themselves to you. But yeah, I love this area. Okay, here we have another crying one. Another crying one. Don't worry, I'll take you out of your misery. I'm doing it to be nice. I'm a nice, Kita's a nice dude. It's like, ghost, I'll take you out of your misery. We get a noble dress. Kita needs to wear it. Kita needs to wear this. Oh. Dresses aren't hats? That's surprising to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, indeed. All right, let's take a look at this. A finely tailored Bordeaux dress, worn by the nobles of the old bloodline that traces back to the forsaken Castle Cainhurst. Really interesting thing about this dress that I'm wearing here is, well, I guess I'll show it later. Well, keep in mind the way this dress looks. We've seen it before. And for those of you who are watching Epic Name Bros Let's Play, you probably already know the connection that I'm making with it. But just keep it in mind. For those of you who are just watching this one, we have seen this dress before. And it will help start put two and two together. Also, check out that view. That view, yo! We can see Yarnum's. We can see the Grand Cathedral right there. So that's the Grand Cathedral. You can tell by that clock tower-esque structure. There's the Grand Cathedral clock tower. There's Hemwick Charnel Lane. I wonder what's over to the other side. Like, what's beyond the lake? I guess nothing. We can't see anything. Oh, so we should be able to see Bergenworth, too. Alright, there's a little mountain. I guess Bergenworth is right along the lake. I think that must be it. Over there, by that forest. That's probably supposed to be Bergenworth. I would assume. Yeah, this is what makes the world feel lived in and breathed in. Just things like that. I mean, I know any game can do it, but I don't want to hate on Dark Souls 2, but the fact of the matter is that's one of those things where you can see a discrepancy between just how well done they are. Whereas this one, it actually feels like the correct geography, and it makes a huge difference. Wow, I just shot you once, and you're gonna fall over like that? That's pretty cool. Alright, I've had enough of the noble dress. I'm going back to my bone ash armor. Got a lot of statues here in this area. Tons and tons of statues. Oh, I didn't even realize they were just alternate paths for the same thing. I hear a noise. What could it be? Oh, what do you know? Another gargoyle. Fall over. Oh, okay. Well, that works too. We actually, I don't want to visceral attack him off the side because they can drop upgrade materials, so that's a good thing to know about them. Environments of this game really do shine. Hey, buddy. Goodbye. Another bloodstone chunk. It's like pushing them off. Oh, he's frozen in fear. He's like, what the hell happened to me? And now his head is dragging along the side of a wall. It's like curb stomping someone along a wall. You'd see that in an action movie, I swear. Alright, well, apparently that's it, but even more statues here. Why are they stockpiling so many statues? Or do they just have that much money? That they're just like, well, we need statues for everybody. Statues for everybody. You want a statue? You want a statue? Make you a statue too. We got the money. We'll make a statue of your face and your face. I didn't even see that guy. That was actually really lucky. I was kind of moving my leg over because it was in the way of my cord for recording. I'm not doing very well in getting these drops. I could, of course, equip... There's some rune... There is a rune you can get that that bumps up your item discovery, but I don't believe I picked it up. For a reason, because we're going to do it later. But yeah, there's just so many statues here. Statues upon statues, I say. Statues upon statues. Hey, you! You look like a knight. Can't have any of that, because you got your rider palash. Oh, thanks for the blood vials, though. Gargoyles without a head. Wait. Why do you have a jester penis? Who did that? Why would you even want that? Is that the only one that has it? It is. Okay. That kind of looks like an eyeball, doesn't it, on its neck? I mean, I'm sure it's just coincidence. Yeah, it's probably just coincidence. But, jester penis? Okay. Look, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when that area gets revealed, it's time for business. No more joking around. But I guess for some people, it's all jokes. All the time. Alright. Especially if you're a gargoyle. I don't know why I'm looking around. I just feel like I'm missing things. We're going to go to the right side first before we go inside, specifically because of that item there, which, if you pay attention to the environments, you will notice, well, I thought there was a gargoyle. We can hear crying, though. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. There's the gargoyles right there. They blend in so well. It's really clever. I do like that about this, that they, that pissed off the other one. Oh, jeez. Hey. He's like, how dare you throw a pebble at my friend? How dare? Dude, you're shooting a little too high. Come here. Don't fall off. Do not fall off. There we go. Uh-oh. That's not going to be good. Oh, apparently it didn't matter. Not as bad as I thought it would be. You, sir, did not do as much damage as I thought you would. We get Executioner set here. Interesting. Very interesting. What is the Executioner set, you ask? Well, let me tell you what it is as we equip it to show it off. Executioner garb. You might recognize this set as well. Why, one of our dear friends was wearing this set. You may notice. You may recall. Also, it has that Hunter rune on it in the middle. I haven't really talked about that Hunter mark, but we do see it all over the place. Like, it's been in the Chalice dungeons, and I forgot to mention it, but you see it all over the Chalice dungeons, that Hunter mark. It's in a lot of places. Anyways, let me put on my bone ash. Well, let's look at it first. Attire worn by the band of executioners, commanded by the martyr Logarius, later became the basis for all church attire with its heavy draping of holy shawl. As the great Logarius once said, acts of goodness are not always wise, and acts of evil are not always foolish, but regardless, we should always strive to be good. Always strive to be good, you say, but it's not foolish to be evil, you say. Interesting thoughts in the mind of Logarius, who we've heard before from our good friend Alfred, who's talked about Logarius before. Quite swimmingly, I do add.
A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius.
If I may add in a fact, it was quite swimmingly that he talked about him. I guess I should probably double check and make sure the other item descriptions don't have anything different. Let's go back to Executioner set. I show off the rest of it, but honestly, like, what do you know? Their trousers and their gauntlets later became the basis for all church attire. So the bass rivets are unique to the executioners and reflect their adoration of hand-to-hand combat. All right, so it's all a little bit different. Slight variations. Again, surrounded by statues. Also, interesting marks on the side of this castle, or I should say, not marks, but carvings. Carvings is the word I was looking for. Even more statues. Some of these ones fallen over. It's almost as if something happened here. Oh, the baby statue got knocked down too. I threw a pebble and I wanted to use the monocle. The monocular. Aw, baby statue. Alright. Again, just the environment of this area is so cool. Even the library is so cool. And then you can see more ghosts. More ghosts. But before we deal with them, let's go ahead and do this as a nice, necessary precaution, I think. Alright, so this is now going to be our shortcut. And I don't like this area. The fleas are worse. We're going back inside. The fleas are worse, but now we've unlocked the shortcut. So this is that shortcut we saw before. That's going to, well, you know, it was kind of just an assumed shortcut. What's this in this treasure chest? Why, a Vile Blood register. I believe I've heard of the Vile Bloods in my day. Let's add it to the personal effects, I think. Register listing all known Vile Bloods. Red leather record of the Vile Bloods loyal to the Covenant of Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods at Cainhurst Castle. A record of the Vile Bloods, bloodlusting hunters who seek blood dregs of their prey, kept throughout the ages. How long has this been in use? I wonder if it's been kept throughout the ages. How long have the Vile Bloods been around? I wonder if it's been kept throughout the ages. So you were just minding your own business, crying against the bookshelf, but you didn't know that Kita was coming to end your tears. Kita, ender of tears. I see you crying. I didn't have none of that. Don't cry. Kita just doesn't want to see Lady cry. That's what it is. Hey, I hear you crying. No, won't have any of that. Will not have any of your tears. No more tears! That's my war cry. I run into war and yell, no more tears! I should say that's Kita's war cry. No more tears, the war cry. You know, I bet that probably is in some manga or anime. Honestly, it's something like where someone's lost a lot and they're like, no more tears. I don't want any more tears. Oh no. Oh no, I've been marked. I have the mark. Oh god. So what this does is it basically drives these... Yeah, see how crazy they just went? Okay, it's cool I got marked though, because now you get to see that. You get to see them, their blood screams. Ow! Stop! Stop with your blood screams! Oh my god. Those blood screams. That's so crazy with the blood shooting out of their neck. Well, good thing I got shot with it after I'd already cleared out the room a bit. Yeah, right now I'm actually trying to pay more attention to the guy who's shooting those things at me than the actual, crying ghosts. Alright, you need to go. You're causing these ladies distress. Oh, they're bleeding out of their necks now! I think they, like, cut their own necks when they were screaming. I could be wrong, but I think that's why they were bleeding so much out of their necks. Oh, look! Her head is moving around! It's literally detached. Do you see that? Do you see that? It's moving at a different pace. Oh, that's so cool. That little attention to detail is great. I didn't notice that before. Alright. Let's check the back here. Nothing but messages here. Actually, I kind of like that one. That's pretty great. This is a fine message indeed. I like that one. Okay, let's see if there's anything in this area that I might have missed. Crying ladies, stop. No more tears. No more tears, ladies. Oh, man. All those disheveled chairs blocking my path. Why has it got to be that way? Why has it got to be that way? Yeah, I like how just by them doing this, it adds to the design of the area. It's something minor, but having those little staircases for the, you know, that you would use to grab a book at a higher level, and then the fact that you can run on these tables, it just adds to it. And the fact that you do it to get items like this, get the Evelyn, so great. So great. Which I probably can't use because it's going to use more blood tinge, I bet. Let's go ahead and take a look at Evelyn. Evelyn indeed uses 18 blood tinge. So here you're finding, people have asked me why you would level up blood tinge. We're starting to find weapons that utilize blood tinge. So like the Rider Palash, let me find it. You can see it actually has a blood tinge scaling. It's not high, it's an E scaling. It has a higher skill scaling, but it still does have a blood tinge scaling. Evelyn now has a B on blood tinge scaling and requires 18 blood tinge. Special pistol used by Cainhurst Knights. The Evelyn uses quicksilver bullets just as any workshop firearm, but the Cainhurst variant relies more on blood tinge. Lovingly named after a woman and graced with an intricate design, Evelyns were adored by Cainhurst Knights. It's not really too much on that, just the fact that you want to be a Cainhurst Knight, you gotta get yourself an Evelyn. I'm talking about the gun, not the lady. But I mean, if you want a lady Evelyn, that's cool too. Totally cool too. Another one of these guys. I don't know what he was doing though. Probably mopping or sweep, like, I don't know. Or attempting to. You gotta watch out for, there's a lot of these dart shooters up here. They all like to hide out on top of those mini staircases, so watch out for them. There's another one over yonder, I believe. Okay, let's make sure we've explored all of this. This area gets a little tricky, just a little bit, but I like it. I like it like that. Oh yeah, see, just that detail, the fact that they have it so this guy's cleaning, and it's like one of the servants. It's just, it's so great. Okay, so you notice here a ladder, and this is the first thing I noticed when I was coming up. Actually, I even noticed it before. As I was climbing up here, over in this part, in this staircase, and was looking around, I actually noticed that that bookshelf was a different color, and then from looking at the bookshelf, I noticed there's a ladder on top of it. So that right there indicates, like, oh, that's probably important, being that there is a ladder over there. Hey, you. You don't think it's clean enough? What, did you get all your blood over it with that high blood tinge of yours? There, I cleaned it for you. I think it looks much better now. Because it's Cainhurst and you guys like blood a lot, it seems like. Bloodstone chunk. With your vile bloods and your Evelyns and your blood tinge. Oh, jeez. for those of you wondering why... Oh my god, he's about to kill me. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, I should not have been trying to look at the statues here. I was trying to figure out what these, like, statues were and why they have such goofy faces. That's honestly what I was looking at. I was like, huh, I didn't notice those. I guess they're not statues, but they're for the bookshelves. The bookshelf decorations. Goofy faces. Alright, here we go. Here's another one of these guys that's gonna... They'll try to shoot darts at you, trying to cause problems. Your window over there, but before we go out the window... Oh, more of these guys. See, if you notice how much damage he did on me, granted I wasn't playing smart because I was just trying to swing and get another strike in. They do actually do a good amount of damage. And that's why I was saying they're actually more dangerous than the ghosts, in my opinion. It's because if they get on you like that, they're pretty rough. Alright, I think that's it for up here, if I'm not mistaken. So, now that we've taken care of this upper region, let's go ahead and notice there's nowhere else to go. So we'll go out the open window. Some of that awesome Souls design. We see a body down there, and there's really, as we've learned, you got to take those drops so you can get things like that. So we'll just take the drop, see what happens. And now there's nowhere else for us to go but down. Actually, there's two paths we can take. I don't know if it matters which path you take, honestly. I think I always take the left path, so I'll try the right path this time. Oh, that's where those gargoyles were. Check it out. That I killed before. And then from here, we've got no choice but to go further down. So, I hear more crying. That means that Key's got to come in with his mantra. No more tears. No more tears! Was it you, gargoyle? Were you causing the tears? Okay, come swinging. I'm ready. I have not been getting drops from these guys at all. You're supposed to give me drops, man. Twin bloodstone shards. Thank you. Thank you. Notice another drop here. But we're not going to take it quite yet. First, let's go ahead and explore indoors. More of these ladies. But let's go ahead and before we do that, let's make sure there aren't any dart shooters. I don't think I see any. So we'll start taking care of these. I mean, I think you can pretty well avoid killing a lot of them, but it's kind of fun too. Oh, this one already had its head slashed, so maybe they already had their head slashed and they just start shooting out of it. Oops. Let me find out from you. Yeah, your head's already cut off. Your head's already cut off. You didn't cut off your own head. It was already like that. And look, this one has no head. I think it's great. No head for this one. And also, this one's blindfolded. Check that out. So, in very Bloodborne fashion, some blindfolded ones. Also, these ones have less health. I think they can stun you if they get you with that, but it's actually never happened to me. Never happened to me. Oh, there we go. There's the dangerous ones. Maybe you have to be, like, within that radius of the blast. Alright, I get it. You're angry. You're angry. We all get it. We all understand that you're angry. Oh, is that guy trying to shoot darts at me? He is. Stop it. Stop with your darts. This is not a safe area at all. Oh, good. Oh, good. He got me with his mark. Hey, you. You are shooting blood everywhere. Calm down. Do you know how hard that your servants have been working to scrub it off? And now you just go ahead and shoot blood everywhere? I'm trying to get her attention because I had the mark. And I wanted to see what happened to her neck with the blood since I had that mark. Yeah, that's pretty rude of them, you know? Servants are just there right next to her, literally, like, scrubbing away furiously, trying to clean up, and she's just shooting blood everywhere. What with that? No wonder you were all ghosts now. Who's gonna handle it? Your rudeness. Executioner's gloves. Let's take a look at them. Actually, it's going to be an arcane spell. So, 20 arcane, summon wrathful spirits. One of the secret treasures hidden in Cainhurst, the gloves of an executioner from a faraway land. Are they Smo's gloves? Probably not. Passed from the executioner father to executioner's son. Oh, that's adorable. These gloves can be used to summon wrathful spirits of the past by smearing them with blood. It is said that the nobles found immeasurable delight in the dances of these vengeful specters. It says a lot about those nobles, if you ask me. Hey, one of my notes was rated fine. That's fine by me. It's karma for me rating that other note fine. He does one note about hee about the about Gehrman at the beginning and the doll. Constantly giving me fine ratings. What do you know? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Sort of, not really though. Let's get the Knights set, and we'll take a look at it in a moment. First, I gotta explore up here. Wondrous treasure, therefore remember rolling. Indeed. Indeed, but not this part. I don't think it matters for here. So if we go over here, remember how there's that ladder, but you can notice that this entire bookshelf is blocking it off. So this is just going to be a dead end here. Except for we'll go ahead and take care of those other ghosts. Stop your yelling. No more tears. No more tears. Alright, I think at this point I'm safe to equip the Knight set. I don't see any more ghosts. So let's go ahead and equip this. I think this is going to be, some people are going to really like this one. I actually kind of like the hands of this one with the bloody hands. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so here's the full Knight set. Oh, maybe it's the Cainhurst set I was thinking that people like a lot. This one's still pretty cool, though. This looks very noble. Even though they were servants, as we found out. Actually, I'll look at it over here. Where's that Knight set? Knight's Garb, attire of the Knights of Cainhurst. A regal piece graced by intricate gold work. The Cainhurst way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast. They take great pride even in the blood-stained corpses of beasts that they leave behind, confident that they will stand as examples of decadent art. I think it's interesting when you start looking at why Cainhurst did what they did. And the fact that they did that because they wanted it to look like art. It's to them their way to stand out. And I think their way to... Okay, so here, wait. Check out these gauntlets first. You can see they still look like they're stained in blood when we're wearing them now, which is pretty cool. I'll keep them on. Switch to, wait. Brown's okay. I want to switch to my Hunters. Going back to Hunter. Plus, it's got better defense anyways. Right, so the Cainhurst Knights, the fact that they were so into art and the statues and everything, I think it's their way to try and... Everyone has a way to try and stop themselves from becoming a beast. And, like, they have beast hunters as well, and they hunted down beasts, but I think they believe that the thing that separated humans from beasts was art. Which is also a very common thing that you hear a lot, is art is what makes us human. That's something that you hear pretty commonly, so I think that's actually what the Cainhurst belief was art is what makes us human and separates us from a beast. Alright, so we could drop into that window there, but before we do, let's go ahead and keep on exploring over here. And this looks like a trap, don't you think? Why, yes, indeed it is. Hey, you! Get down from there! You're so silly. Standing on top of, like, ledges like that. What do you think you are, gargoyle? Oh my god, that is a bad way to go. You have a pretty long, gangly neck there, buddy. We had King Coldblood from here, so... I don't know if I ever looked at King Coldblood, but I think it's actually important, especially since it's not something I really mentioned, but Rom the Vacuous Spider drops King Coldblood, I believe, and I didn't really get a chance to look at it since I died right after fighting Rom, but I think you're supposed to get King Coldblood from Rom. Then again, I haven't used any. Maybe you have Frenzied Coldblood, but I think it's King Coldblood. Coldblood of inhuman kin of the cosmos, brethren of the great ones. Dare not to delve into the world beyond humanity, the eldritch truth touched upon long ago at Bergenworth. The world beyond humanity. And the kin, as this one is called, is a brethren of a great one. So not necessarily a great one. So it's interesting that Rom, the Vacuous Spider, drops King Coldblood, yet in the trophies is referred to as Great One, when they're actually two different things. I don't know if that was some sort of translation error. I don't know if that was... I don't know why exactly that is, but I think it's actually an important thing to know and note, especially as you try to figure out Rom. Check that out. Staircase hiding a ladder on it. Pretty badass, if I do say so myself. Pretty badass. So let's go ahead and climb up. Continue our way through Bergenworth. Wait, we're not in Bergenworth. I just wanted to say Bergenworth again in a funny way. Through Cainhurst, excuse me. Sorry, Cainhurst. The nobles would be pissed at me. We get a Warm Blood Gemstone. And this actually looks like a good one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Warm Blood Gemstone. So it's different than a Cursed Blood Gemstone. You can notice that this one just gives us blood tinge scaling. Makes sense for Cainhurst, right? But also the look, it doesn't have any negative effects, unlike the Cursed one, which does. A blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Blood gems are especially rare bloodstones that grow on cold blood. Blood gems are needed in the weapons using workshop tools, but only when matching shape. Droplet blood gems, which is what this one is and why it looks different, are special gems that adapt to various weapons and shapes, naturally making them highly prized among hunters. So you can put this in any slot, which is part of what's so big about it. So if it looks like this shape, if it looks like that shape, if it looks like this triangle shape, you can still use one of the droplet blood gemstones on it. So that's part of what's a big deal about them. Right, let's go ahead and check around the perimeters. We got to do our duty. A lot of people went and put a lot of work into building up Cainhurst, so we got to do our job exploring it and appreciating the fine art of Cainhurst, because I don't want to be a beast. Even though my hand, when I do a visceral attack, it looks very beastly. I don't want to succumb to the curse of the beast. Not I. Not Kiza. Alright, well, get a good drops. A couple good drops there. Those bloodstone chunks, so I think it's worth it. If anything, just to get bloodstone chunks, it is worth it. Alright, I think that's everything. For some reason, I thought there was another area where you walked onto the tables to get a secret, like, special item. So I might have missed it, but I don't know. I didn't notice it. So I'm a little concerned that I missed something, but we must go onwards because no more tears. This one has red eyes. I don't know what that's all about. I see you and your red eyes, and I don't like it because it's confusing me. I don't know why you have those red eyes. All right. There we go. See, this one doesn't have red eyes. I think this one has, I don't know, does it have less health? Huh. Not sure why that one specifically had red eyes. It's not like I died and had my blood echoes or anything. Now we're actually finally getting some drops. And that was all for a knight's wig. Just what I always wanted. So there you actually have the final piece of the knight set right there. That fine wig you can wear. Wow, I feel so much more noble all of a sudden having this ponytail knight's wig. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be with the rest of the knight set. So actually, we're starting to get pieces of sets that are separated at this point. What? Where's my knight set? How did I miss it? There we go. Yeah, you see it's with the rest of the knight set. And actually has the same description, except for resembles a ponytail of silver hair. Huh. I guess that's a little interesting considering that the doll had silver hair. So at this point, we're kind of at a stuck point, right? This is the end of it, and you start to think, like, is this what it was all for? Like, all of that was just for a ponytail? You can see things that look interesting in the distance that I'll throw pebbles at, apparently. Like, up there, I don't think we've been there, and that looks interesting. Yeah, we actually look more at the lake now that we've got this beautiful view. We're on the other side now. All the way away from our home of Yarnum. Ah, what a home. What a place to be from. So, if you keep on looking around, though, you'll notice that there's actually a ledge here that you can drop off onto. And being that we like exploring, let's go ahead and check it out. And the cool thing about this area is that when I first saw this, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and be unsafe and go on this. And I thought I was actually kind of breaking the game. And I started running over here. You don't want to go over here. This is the end, and I actually saw a bloodstain, so I was like, okay, I can't go there. But you'll notice this drop-off here. So it's the only other area, so it's our only option. I mean, if you fall into that ledge, you can actually fall over to the staircase there, which is where we came up. But this is the other option, so now that we've done it before, we know we can do it again. And it's like, okay, well, we did it once before, so here's nothing. Walk on more of this. I'm just trying to make sure there aren't any items if anyone's curious as to why I'm running around in a weird way. And we find a little bit more, and all of a sudden we're in a new spot. More kin cold blood. Interesting. Why is there so much kin cold blood here? Actually, wait a second. I want to check this body. Do you have the shawl? think you do. I think this is another Black Church Knight. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe another Black Church Knight has graced us with his dead presence. And we reach the top here where, remember that area I was looking at before? We have found it. So going here, we get Bold Hunter's marks. And let's keep on looking around a little bit, as you can actually check all the sides. Nothing. Oh, well, that was nice of them. Broken gates, so nothing over here, really. And there's no way out, so I guess the only way to go is to go forwards. There's a chair over there, though. But it's... oh. Person on it, so that obviously is a boss. No doubt about it, but... I got a saw cleaver. What? Who is that, though? You can actually walk on that. Oh. Oh, so remember the great martyr Logarius that we've been hearing all about? Well, here he is, shooting skulls at us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't remember what this attack is. Hey, stop it with your magic. Yo, cut it out. Cut it out with the spells. Alright, fine. You want to keep using spells, then you leave me with no choice than to hit you in the back and go for a visceral attack. You gave me no choice, Martyr Ligarius. I'm gonna heal myself if that's what you want. Oh, alright. Now he's gonna actually start attacking us with his scythe, I guess. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Woo! Yeah, Martyr Ligarius is definitely a tough one. This is one of the hard bosses. Also, people privy to Demon Souls might notice that, oh god, that his sword looks a lot like Demon Brand. Alright, let's hide behind you. I think I was getting... oh my god, I did not think that could go through a wall. Well, I have learned things. I'm already down by a huge amount of blood vials. When I first fought this guy, I was a way higher level because I came to this area after I'd gotten much further in the game. So this is going to be an interesting fight for me as I've never fought him at quite this level. No. No. Stop it. There we go. Oh, what if I shoot him off the edge? I don't think that's possible, but that would be pretty crazy. Yeah, not possible as it turns out. God damn you. No! No! Stop it! Oh my god. Martyr Ligarius, you're crazy. Where'd you go? Oh. Oh, that should have been an easy one to parry. Nope. Hey, you! Oh, apparently you can't. Oh! Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh god, oh god! No, 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 no! Ligarius, you're tough. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, come on. There's just no way. There, that should be... what? There, that's one. Come on, no! No, how did I not get that parry? How did I not get it? Yeah, so his weapon looks... I don't even know what I'm saying now. His weapon looks a lot like Demon Brand. There. Where are you going? There, that's where you're going. Oh god, I'm out. Oh no, 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 no! No! Sacrifice some blood and get it right back. No, 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 Ligarius. Oh god. Okay, so what that is now is Demon Brant is going to start shooting swords at us all of a sudden. So what we want to do is take care of his Demon Brant thing that's in the ground there, and that's going to get rid of all those things that are shooting at us. Okay, come on. Oh, I gotta just heal. Gotta use the opportunity to heal. End it with a visceral attack. Ooh! Goodbye, Martyr Ligarius. It was fun. Not really. Sort of fun. Kind of. That's that. Martyr Ligarius is dead. So he actually has a charge that he can do where he tries to power up. And I got pretty lucky in that he didn't do it against me. But, or at least I didn't notice him attempt it. But you can knock him out of doing that if he tries to. We get the Crown of Illusions. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Crown of Illusions. Whoops, I'm looking in the wrong area. Crown of Illusions, where are you at? One of the precious secrets of Cainhurst. The old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. And so Ligarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see, sitting serenely upon his new throne? So, Martyr Ligarius has been trying to protect something from being found, and that is what that throne is. I don't know why he didn't just talk to us. It's like, Ligarius, just, you know, I'm a reasonable dude, just talk to me. Just talk to me, man. Just talk to me. So, he's been hiding a vile secret. We're in the area of the Vile Bloods. There's got to be something relating to that behind here. So again, bear in mind that he's been protecting this. That's what he's been sitting here and doing, is protecting someone from finding it. So we're going inside to figure out what the hell he's been protecting people from finding. Find more statues here too. Bunch of knights. Being all knightly, I don't think there's any items over in this spot, but I never really checked. Nope, not that I see. Gotta be thorough. Gotta be thorough. And we come up here to even more statues just everywhere.
I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
I kneel to no woman, or no man for that matter, because I am Kita. But I do want to join the Vile Bloods. So that's what this is. This is actually going to be a covenant, but interesting, it's like they have all these statues here almost as if it's her subjects lined up, which is pretty cool. So if we go look around this area, first thing you'll find, or want to find, I should say, is another lamp. So we can immediately warp back here whenever we want. We will find over here an unopened summons. So if we look at our key items, you can find that we have a Cainhurst summons, which is the one that we got, and an unopened one, calling someone to Cainhurst. An old sealed summons, like the first of its kind, it is an invitation to Cainhurst, but for whom is not known, as it lacks an addressee. So that's interesting. Also, how we got ours still a mystery. So this is Annalise right here, the Queen of the Vile Bloods, who is wearing a helmet over her head. So let's go ahead and give her a chat, shall we?
Such impudence. Defiled are we, yet still queen. We shall not give audience to an ill-mannered beast.
Alright, so you have to kneel if you actually want to talk to her.
Visitor. Moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst. Ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
Alright, so first thing is that she calls us moon-scented. Really, really interesting, and definitely given the lore notes that we've been hearing about the moon and all that, that's the blood moon, the moon, all that, and what it means, that's really something that you definitely want to start thinking about. The other thing is she talks about how her mask is holding her back, and she's a prisoner to it, so I don't think it's ever officially explained, but it makes me wonder if that's something that Martyr Logarius did to her, perhaps to prevent her from having more powers, but it's never necessarily explained. And she also always says we with multiple people, so that's another thing too. But this is the Vile Blood Queen, so let's go ahead and swear the oath to her.
Well, well. An odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood.
Yes, please.
Very well. Drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth.
Alright, so we don't have any blood dregs yet, so let's go ahead and head out.
We await thy return, for the honor of Cainhurst.
Alright, so a lot of things are going on now that are going to start to make sense. So she wants us to go fight the Church if we join the Vile Bloods. And we remember, if you remember, Alfred was talking about how horrible the Vile Bloods were and how Martyr Logarius went to go fight the Vile Bloods. And this was way back when we talked to him when he was hanging out on the over by the Forbidden Woods.
Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Cainhurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Cainhurst Castle.
The entrance to there. So he's talking about how bad the Vile Bloods were. Martyr Logarius wants to go fight the Vile Bloods. So there's this war and battle that's been going on. And she is the last of the Vile Bloods. And now we, by partaking in the Bloods, are the last of the two. So when you start to think about the ghosts that are all throughout the area, and the fact that we're seeing these dead black church garb wearing people, the Executioner set, which is part of the Church, there's a war that's been going on, or at least happened, where Martyr Logarius came and slaughtered everyone in Cainhurst Castle, which is why those ghosts are crying, and which is why you see dead church-wearing denizens. And then Martyr Logarius was hanging out outside trying to stop anyone and prevent them from finding her. What we get from her, though, is we get another one of our, what you could call a Covenant rune. This one's going to give you continuous heal near death, which is just +1. So you get a rune that's +1, so it adds up, but I really don't think it's that good. I do actually, of all the Covenants, I think that this is the best one, because you actually get a reward for this one. You get blood dregs for killing someone, but you have to have the Corruption rune equipped. Hunter, you don't get anything if you kill someone for PvP in the Hunter Covenant. Executioner, you don't get anything if you're in the Executioner Covenant, as far as I know. Corruption, you get blood dregs, so I mean, unless they do some sort of patch that's going to update that, this is the only one where you actually get a reward. I think Executioners and Executioners and people part of the Corruption Covenant are very prone to fight each other and match up against each other. So I think there's that element to it. But let's look at Corruption. The secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. Several runes contain a nuance of blood, including the rune of corruption, associated with the Oath of the Corrupt. Pledgers to this oath are Cainhurst Vilebloods, hunters of blood who find dregs for their queen in cold blood, particularly that of hunters. Yet the corrupt are heretics in the eyes of the church, and thus subject to the wrath of the executioners. Why are they heretics in the eye of the church? Well, if you remember and you think about the fact everything that Alfred's been telling us, the church tries to control all flow of blood and blood administration. They want to be in control of all sorts of blood. And here we have Cainhurst Castle, where this other group that got blood on their own, not church-associated blood, and they're doing their own thing with blood, and the church doesn't like that, because that's basically infringing on their power. So that's a lot of where this this battle's coming from, and why the church is so angry at them. I mean, also, they do kill people in cold blood. There's that too, other hunters, to get blood dregs for Queen Annalise. So there's that too, but a lot of it, I think, comes specifically from the power struggle, and if the church wants to be in charge of all blood, period. Cainhurst Badge. Badge of the Royal Guards of Cainhurst. Badge of the Royal Guards of Cainhurst, loyal guardians of the Vileblood Queen Annalise. The Vilebloods are hunters of blood and hunt prey as they search for blood dregs. The hunter who joins them is faced with a decision, to merely borrow their strength or to become one of them, heart and soul. So yeah, of the three covenants, this is definitely my favorite one to be a part of. But we've got more with this storyline to do, and I don't think we're gonna finish it this episode, but I'll see you guys in the Hunter's Dream before I talk about that. Alright, so we're back in the Hunter's Dream. Let's go ahead and take a look at our blood gems, and the reason why is we're running kind of like up to an hour here, so I will continue the quest of Cainhurst and all that. There's only a little bit left, and we'll do it at the start of the next episode before we move on. And from there, I plan to go into the Upper Cathedral Ward now that we have the key for the Upper Cathedral Ward. If you guys remember me getting it when we were in Yahar'gul. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything we can get here. Well, actually, you know what? Before I do that, there's some things I want to buy. Now that we have the Cainhurst badge, we can buy some new items. And part of the reason, well, there's one that I've been saving up for in particular. Before it's too expensive, the Shikage. If you see, it's 50,000 blood echoes, so that's part of why I didn't level up before we fought Logarius. Foreign-made weapon wielded by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vilebloods at Cainhurst Castle. When the intricate rippled engraving that spans the Shikage's blade is imbrued with blood, the sword sings in scarlet hues. However, the rite eats away at the wielder's very essence. Let's go ahead and equip that one, or buy that one. And then we also get the Cainhurst set here. Oh, I never ended up finishing buying the Crow Feather set? Huh. A lot of people really like the Cainhurst set. We're just going to go ahead and buy the armor, even though the helmet's really cool, just so at least I have something. Silver helmet worn by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vilebloods at Cainhurst Castle. This paper-thin silver armor is said to deflect blood of ill intent, and is what allows the royal guards to capture prey for their beloved queen so that one day she may bear a child of blood. So she is trying to bear a child of blood, and that's what all these tell us about her. Can't be that good of armor, though, if, you know, they all got murdered, so maybe not that great. But here's the Cainhurst armor. Yeah, this says the same thing, so I think a lot of people are going to really like this set, and I think a lot of people already do really like and use this set a lot. It does look pretty cool with the fact that it's paper-thin metal, but gotta have my Bone Ash. Gotta have my Bone Ash! And I got my Shikage, which I might not be able to equip. Yep, I can't equip it. Not a high enough level for it. You need 10 blood tinge, so that's part of why I was leveling up. Just because I wanted to, I'm not even going to be close, am I? I want to see if I'm close to being able to level up so I can use my Shikage. Nah, we'll have to get it later. Or level up later. I know I could use my cold blood, but I like to save my cold blood for a rainy day. And I'll level up the Shikage anyways, because I do plan on using it. So let's go ahead and do some repairs, and let's fortify that. So we'll talk about the Shikage stats as we look at it. So you can see that it has a B blood tinge scaling to start with, and you need 12 blood tinge to use it. I actually didn't realize it was that high. I thought it was 10. But 12 blood tinge to use it, B blood tinge scaling. And I'm going to level this up because I actually would like to get to the point where I can equip it. And now you can see I've leveled up enough where it now has A scaling for blood tinge, so very strong blood tinge weapon. And now I can use bloodstone chunks at this point. Why not? Why not have another good strong weapon? So now it's at +8. So eventually we will be able to equip this Shikage, and it will be marvelous. And I will talk all about it and show off its moveset. So that is the plan. Stan. Oh, let's also fortify bloodshed fortifications with some of these and see if there's anything better to equip before I forget. So, oh, nope, never mind. I was like, oh, that one's better. No, it's not. No, it's definitely not. And nothing here. That's obviously cursed. Equip some stuff to the Shikage, though, to make it better. This time, bloodstain scaling is actually going to be really good for it, so... because it actually has that sort of attack. Let's see, that one's cursed, so it's going to go attack versus beast down. Don't want that. Dirty blunt gemstone. This one looks good. Let's attack that one, or equip that one. I think that one's actually... I think I'm finding better ones. This probably wasn't the... whoops. Wasn't the best one to equip. Yeah, this... I kind of just like glance at stats as opposed to looking at the actual effects, even though there are some really good effects for some of these. Alright, that looks like the best we can equip there. And let's go with this one for now. That one's a little bit better. And yeah, that looks good. Looks good to me. Alright, so now we got a Shikage ready to go for when I reach a few more levels, because I need 3 more levels to use it. But that's going to wrap up this episode. When we get back, as I said, we're going to continue and finish up this Vile Blood quest for now, because we can do a little bit more now that we have that unopened summons, and then we're going to head into the Upper Cathedral Ward. So, see you guys next time, and thank you so much for joining me. Happy hunting.